Hello, everybody, and welcome back to PlastikOS Online. My name is Coffee Bunny, and I am brought to you by Nuka-Cola.
You didn't pick up
Jump
me
into a
reading the
Nuka-Cola.
notes, did you?
No, and that
Okay,
nobody
good.
would know if you didn't say anything.
Well, I
Dork,
wanted to make sure.
dork. You cut
Why'd
me
you say
off in my
horrible,
entire.
horrible words?
You cut me off in my entire fucking. We're sponsored by a fictional soda joke.
You were paused anyway.
Who was paused?
You stopped talking, which prompted me to ask.
Fuck you. Hmm.
Huh.
Mm. Anyway. Hello, everybody. That's us. We're assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Speak for yourself.
I bought a PDA on the internet.
I assure you, Silver, you are an asshole.
I don't think Silver disagreed.
You said speak for yourself.
Yeah. 'Cause I am me.
An asshole. Anyway, this music is actually really quiet.
And turn it up, stupid.
Where we last left off, our party was, going through magical girl sequences, because of mutation.
The most terrifying
Yes.
magical girl sequences ever.
Yours was pretty normal. I don't know why
You just
my
got
voice
frosty.
cracked when I said that.
Alright, to double check, we're all now at 1,157 XP, right?
You all
Some
have
of us
different
have a little
experience,
different,
but you
but-
all have about 1,000, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we.
We're all at around class level 11.
God
Around
damn
there.
it! I'm getting a phone call.
It took you a bit to turn on
Better not
the
be
XP share.
on.
Dude, why don't you just turn your
My
phone
dad.
off?
There's medical emergencies.
Alright, so we're all level 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to go to all of you and let you pick things,
God damn
but
it.
you ran away too quickly, and so I never worked with you to get your perks.
Well, I had to do stuff.
Yeah, well, we ended early, I think. Let's see, whose
We ended at 10
characters have been
o'clock.
updated.
Yeah,
Doesn't
we also
sound right.
started like 2 hours late.
They always start 2 hours late.
No, we usually start half an hour late.
Yeah.
We started at a normal time today.
Yeah, half an hour late.
Fuck you guys.
I just
I'm
said
going home.
we usually start half an hour late. And we
Fuck
did.
you guys. I'm going home.
Screw you guys.
Screw you guys, I'm
Yeah.
going home.
I am already home, so that doesn't mean anything. Okay. Anyway, where we last left off, everyone was magical girling. Does everyone remember what they've turned into?
Yes.
Would you like to
No.
describe it for the class?
Oh, I am.
Did you say no, Gunmetal?
Oh wait, like you mean about for like logging off?
What?
Like saying like what we were changed into.
Yeah,
Am I-
you You gotta get some acoustic foam, my guy.
Uh,
Go ahead, Silver.
don't have the plan
Oh,
for that.
yeah, no, I am a moth, like some kind of eldritch moth. I have 4 tails now, and I look cool.
You are a Baphomet moth.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Our current race has been upgraded multiple times.
I have also evolved. I had been injected with angelic blood, and thus became a noodle.
How do you feel about becoming a noodle, Biddy? Scrap, no,
Nick it.
Nick it.
Scraps is on a different part of the channel.
Scraps could be here anytime.
I'm
You don't know.
not used to feeling tall again. Like, you know, Margaret, bit of a string bean, but, you know, she's just spent the last week being 3 foot tall, and now she's like 4.5 to 5 feet tall, and she's not really used to it.
How's it feel being shorter than your friend, Pockets?
Well, I fly at eye level.
That means
You
you're
fly
short.
1.5 feet off the ground.
Yeah, but you can't tell I'm short because I'm flying.
To be fair, Nickit is still the second shortest one of you.
I would have gone for a full 6 feet, but I felt it would have been silly.
I mean, it would have, but that still wouldn't have made you anywhere close. Iceland is 9
Yeah, I know,
foot,
Iceland's
I
like-
believe.
I think Iceland's just 8 foot.
No,
No,
she's
we're
at the-
talking about what I fused with.
Oh, yes.
No.
I'm part genie,
Jinn.
ice genie. Whatever.
Jinn.
And genie, same thing.
Well, I mean, they have different implications in Western media. I mean, genie is a mistranslation of Jinn, but in Western media, there's a different implication when you say genie when you say Jinn.
Genie or Jinn that grant wishes. And are typically confined to a tiny, tiny little space.
And a Jinn is a giant asshole.
Usually associated with some kind of elemental power. Like Ifrit, a fire Jinn. And Dallas was fused.
Two, I think.
No,
Yeah,
he took one and pocketed the other. Did he take both?
no, he took the other one.
Yeah, that's right. He
Mhm.
took Giant and something. And now he's
Dallas,
big.
have you shared with the class what that thing is?
Okay. So the thing is, I'm currently situated like quadruple my size category. I'm currently standing like basically like 30, above 30 stories high. Well, not 30 stories high, like over 30
You're
feet
not
high.
tall yet. You're not super tall yet. You're still in a confined space.
Yeah.
No, he is super tall.
Well, yeah, but he's not 30 stories.
So
Well, no, he's at the maximum of his current height, which is about 3 stories.
Yeah.
But,
Because he got ranked up by multiple height jumps, which means he's currently...
I still need to assign all of these skill points that I got.
gigantic, which means he's 64 feet tall. He has to hunch a little.
Yeah.
The room is only 50 feet tall.
Just like breathing in and out, and it's like a huge gust of wind now for like my right body.
Jesus.
Dallas's tummy also has a red gemstone set into it.
Question is, how is he gonna get anywhere if he can't fit through anything?
You can shrink.
Can he
Probably.
phase through walls like the wind?
I'm not a phase. I'm not a ghost.
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes genies are ghosts that have been trapped.
That's Iceland.
That's me.
Oh, shit.
Dallas is giant, and I can only presume primordial.
Giant
right.
and something random, basically.
It might even be the blood of RN Jesus himself.
Ooh, this is quite. This is quite
Are
the
you
sight.
going
It's
to
like,
tell them, Gunmetal, or?
hold on. I think the other thing is like my scutes like behind me have gotten like very metallic, like as
They've
well.
turned to stone.
Okay.
Wow, that
The-
tells us nothing.
The question was, are you going to tell us what the mystery blood was?
Which I don't
The
think Dallas actually I don't think Gunmetal remembers the name, but is
Yeah.
Dallas going to say it to everybody else?
Yeah, I think Dallas would say it.
Cool. Dungeon.
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 How do dungeons have blood?
That is
Magic.
quite mystery. It's like dungeon cores and such. Like it's like these weird miraculous body parts for like a dungeon to exist, right?
Dallas has also chosen his 2 perks, one of which gives him minions, and the other of which gives him the ability to change size.
Mm-hmm.
I've made a horrible mistake.
What?
I
What?
blew into my bong, and now there's water in the bowl.
No.
It's
Sounds
fine.
like a
it
skill
was
issue.
That's fine. It was at the end of it anyway.
It is a skill issue.
Now
Mhm.
water out.
Anyway, so thanks to all of that, you guys have become strange.
I'm
And you've
weird.
completed the dungeon! Mostly.
I'm weird.
I gently pat Nickit on the cheek, on both cheeks with all my tails.
That is
Eh.
mildly creepy.
Mhm. Like it's like a pasune right now with like those many tails. A possum and a kitsune.
Oh.
No, her tails aren't fluffy.
No, I know. That's why it's parsum, as in it's
They
like ratty.
well, they're not naked like a possum tail either.
They're nightmarish.
They
They're
have sticky outy bits.
They're hairy. They're not furry. They're hairy.
Okay.
Pockets, by the way, you do learn something as you move around. You can move each one of those hairs individually.
Each
Ew.
hair?
On the tail, yeah.
Oh,
Each
that's
one of
cool.
them is an individual little tentacle.
So,
Can you be
so
any
I
more
have-
disturbing?
So I have 4 tails that are made of smaller tails.
Basically, yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
you can move
horrifying.
all of them individually.
Okay.
You did
Gross.
fuse with the eldritch blood, okay? You
That
picked
is
something
fair.
scary. Anyway,
Have I learned
so
anything about myself?
you have a
In
mustache.
terms of, I mean, it's not a mustache; it's whiskers.
You have catfish whiskers. But they are
What about
shaped like
me?
a
What
mustache. Huh?
about me? What do I learn?
Oh, you've learned that you are,
Cold.
you emanate cold. Your bloodline has fused with your already existing achievement trait. You have doubled down.
Hmm.
As in,
Right. So
you emanate cold at or close to absolute zero.
Which absolute? You sure you want to make it absolute zero? Because weird things
Close
happen at
to.
absolute zero.
close to.
Yeah.
Close
We've
to.
gotten humans. We've gotten like
We have
10
created
degrees
places.
away from.
We have created
seen last
close to
week, like-
absolute zero.
Yeah,
And
it's
weird
like
stuff
but
does
still,
happen.
2
Weird,
degrees away
Yeah,
from
still-
absolute zero.
still weird things happen at absolute zero.
I didn't say it was anywhere
Yeah,
close
Pockets, you know-
in your actual aura, but your heart is cold.
Yeah, like Pockets. I don't think you realize. Like, if I remember correctly, absolute zero
I
gets so
know.
cold. Would you?
Atoms stop moving at absolute zero. That is the zero energy.
Guys, it's a video game. It just means cold.
Like, I'm not the one that's saying. It's Chalkby that was the one that was saying.
I said approaching. Approaching in the stance of universal energy is getting approaching absolute zero is a pretty wide margin. Just means at or below the cold of pure vacuum. You
Yeah, 'cause,
are
like,
approaching vacuum cold temperatures, the state where stuff can't do anything.
I hate to say this, but things can still happen in a vacuum. What absolute zero is basically the end.
Your
physically cannot
vacuum.
go lower.
No, you're
Your
not
vacuum.
at absolute zero. You're just very, very
Silver.
cold.
Silver, do me a favor. Stop talking.
Fuck you! No, actually, fuck you.
I
You're
keep
the
trying
one
to.
that's getting. You're the one that's getting hung up
Stop.
on this. Chalkby was just saying you're very cold.
Stop. No, both of you. No, I am trying to explain. The point is that there are different temperature scales based on how the universe works. On Earth, there is a limit to the lowest possible temperature because there's stuff here. In vacuum, there is a temperature. Once you reach a certain level of vacuum, it can get to the point where the things within the vacuum can't interact with each other and can only interact with themselves. Then there is absolute zero, which is the point where they can't even do that because they've reached the limit of what they can do with themselves, which then approaches the heat death of the universe, which means literally nothing in the universe can hit itself or anything else, meaning there is nothing. You're not there. You're not at absolute zero, but you're getting there because you're coming close onto the point of pure vacuum, which means the only things that can affect the things near you are themselves. It's a whole thing about the stuff that you can do with the magic. It affects the type of magic you can create, although it has also altered your magic pool.
Doesn't that mean
And
people can't get near me because they can't? Because then they wouldn't be able to breathe.
No, they can still interact with the air molecules around you.
There is a point where they would not be able to, but that's pretty close to your fur at the moment.
It would probably be a bad idea to kiss you.
You're
Talk about
fluffy, remember?
breathtaking.
Forever alone.
Pockets, did you have to say that like it was a fucking friendship is witchcraft? Anyway,
What? No, like, if you kiss, you can't breathe, or anyone who kisses you can't breathe. Obviously, the joke is breathtaking.
you're breathtaking. Anyway,
There's still a couple floors to the dungeon. Do you all want to go deeper, or do you want to head out?
Well, my quest is completed, so I think we should probably head back in town and see how Tony's doing.
We
I
should
mean,
check up on Tony.
I mean, technically you don't know that there's anything below you because there's no staircase down.
I mean, the guy left somewhere.
Well, he teleported, or didn't he leave the way? Didn't he like
He
teleport
he
away?
walked out the he
Yeah,
just
he-
walked out the way you came.
Yeah, he just
Oh.
left. Because we physically couldn't do anything to the guy. Because
Did we
he's
go down
cheating.
the hole? Did we go down the hole yet?
What hole?
The goblin hole.
No.
You went through the goblin hole. The section you haven't been to yet is the elevator surrounded by slimes.
Alright.
There's some stuff on the slime floor you never went to.
We never went
You
to the
wanted to
full slime floor.
100% the dungeon. Go to the slime floor.
Do we want to 100% the dungeon?
I don't know. You're the speedrunner.
I'm gonna say no. It's getting pretty late. I kind of just want to get back into town and then log off.
Yeah, reasonable.
There is some interesting loot in that area. I shouldn't be trying to convince you to do things that'll get you achievements. That's
need to-
dumb of me.
You need to stop telling us about your story elements.
Yeah.
I don't tell you about story elements that
You tell me specifically about story elements.
I tell you about the stuff happening to your character. Because I want to get your confirmation so I don't just blindside you with something.
Anyway, we should head back up so we can check on Tony and... I'm hungry.
Yeah. Let's
I'm suddenly taller and now I'm hungry.
I am too. I've been hungry ever since we beat that Tim Curry slime.
Oh, I never actually wrote what the loot was in that anyway.
Besides, maybe we'll be able to sell something from here so I can work towards my debt.
As you walk up the
On the
stairs,
guide to the law.
nothing happens. There are no noises within the dungeon. Everything's dead.
Yeah,
You
we killed
see
them all.
the limits of blasting. You see the craziness of what appears to be, atomic fucking fire. And the only time you hear anything is once you reach the 3rd floor, 2 floors up from where you've gone. There is a weird, burbling sound coming from the north. In the one section you haven't gone to before. Other than that, everything's quiet. Just keep walking. Oh, well, okay. There is one section that's not quiet still. The baby slimes are still alive.
Oh
That's
yeah.
because they're harmless.
Or are they?
Yeah,
No,
so
they
the
are.
baby slimes are still alive. Some stuff in some other rooms that you didn't check are alive. You can see them because Pockets has mana vision. Oh, speaking of
mean-
Pockets, if you had that on, you did see there was some weird stuff going on below the floor.
Well, no, Pockets wouldn't be able to see past the 3rd floor
Yeah.
because of
No.
all the magic in it.
Only the 3rd floor had magic. The ones below that didn't.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, she wouldn't be able to, like, look up and see it or look down, and when we're in the... We wouldn't be able to see... She wouldn't be able to see all the baby slimes with it.
When she was on the 5th floor, though, she was able to see what was below,
True.
which was a line of mana.
There's something
Like-
down there.
A
like
slime of mana?
A
A
line of mana.
Slime. Okay.
Like
I'm gonna keep that to myself.
a winding
yes.
line,
A
which
delicious
appears
lime of mana.
Yeah, put
A-
it in
a big-
coconut, drink it all up.
a big line of mana. Like 20 feet wide.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep that to myself.
Yeah, that figures. Anyway,
She's tired. She wants a drink.
all right. Are you going back to the normal town or the goblin town?
The normal town, that's where we sent Tony.
All right.
We need to see
You
if Tony exists outside of the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
you leave the dungeon
Okay.
and you get one more achievement. Dungeon Explorers 1. No further information.
Hell yeah. We're dungeon explorers.
Hooray!
And you just, you walk past the little altar next to the dungeon
Is the
filled
guy
with
still there?
manas. He seems to have gone somewhere. It's still filled with mana stones, coins, and all other sorts of trinkets. And slowly, and without warning, nothing happens. Honestly, that's surprising to you. For the last 20, about 36 hours of your life, every single second that you've not spent dead has been busy. Sure, before that, the early days of, walking around town and exploring and meeting NPCs, those were normal. But since you went into the dungeon nearly 2 days ago, you've not slept. You've not moved. You've not done anything. You're exhausted. And the only sleep any of you have gotten has been death. Which, I think Dallas hasn't experienced.
Mm.
No,
No,
Dallas did.
Dallas died.
Dallas died to the,
Wait, I
slime.
haven't got.
To the
Wait, no, I
temple.
haven't. No, I haven't
Yeah,
actually.
No, wait, no, you died in the explosion, when we killed the spiders.
That wasn't a death.
Yeah, because you were given the choice to either, go feral or, your afterlife, the choice was to either go feral or be
I
normal.
never went to the afterlife. Being absolutely serious.
But you totally did, because you had an afterlife experience.
No,
No, I think you're thinking of yours.
No, because it was because you decided to go like full feral.
I really haven't
I'm pretty
gone
sure.
through that. No, I haven't gone through it.
Maybe Iceland? Maybe you're thinking of Iceland's death? I don't
Maybe.
think that would make sense for Dallas, because Dallas doesn't have
Yeah.
options.
I might be thinking of Iceland's then.
Pockets in
Yeah.
Iceland have options. Technically, Naked has options. Dallas, I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of what's the thing. I'm a big mystery since I haven't really hit the bucket yet.
You died
Pocket?
once, but that was back in town. Don't hit Bucket. What did he ever do to you?
Block the elevator.
Mm.
I still think that was a good joke.
It
Ah.
was.
Was. And we fixed the elevator when you weren't expecting it.
I just think it's funny to see a vertical cube slime. Goes up and down. As you make it back to town, you hear ringing of bells and the songs of champions. Everyone's excited and calling out, "The heroes are back! They've returned from their adventures!"
Oh, someone else went on an adventure other than us?
Can't be talking about us.
They returned
I feel
victorious!
I feel heroic.
Eh,
Maybe told them about our exploits.
Unlikely.
mm.
In the middle of town, there are crowds, and in the middle of town there is a stage that's been set up as the mayor of the town, which you've never seen before.
No, we went to him. We met him.
You never met the mayor, you met his secretary.
Oh.
And we got sent off because we were level
Because
1.
you were nobodies.
Now we're level 11.
Yeah.
We become mildly notable.
Mm.
You've become freaks that people need to be wary of.
I mean, I don't really look that freaky. I'm just able to be super big.
Dallas,
Okay.
you are
You
54
have
feet
glowing-
tall, and you have 2 little guys climbing on you.
You have a glowing red gem in the middle of your chest.
Whatever, it could be an accessory. Someone could have easily considered it as a piercing. That pat my chest.
Dallas, you can choose. I'm gonna let you choose. Will it be above your heart or above your belly button?
Okay, let's just go above the heart because I am not being the Steven Universe. I am not being Steven Universe right now. Or I almost right now.
I'll let you make that decision for yourself. Anyway,
Oh.
the people that you fought in the arena are being applauded.
Called it.
You're supposed to expect to get damn trope knowledge. Media savvy.
Mm.
And after all this time, after searching everywhere, you finally see him.
Tony.
Tony! Oh. Tony is wearing a black suit and standing next to the mayor.
Mm. Looking really nifty, huh?
Snazzy.
Nifty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're not gonna say something like dandy? Come on.
No.
Give Iceland a nudge.
Dang.
I don't think a black suit is dandy.
He's pretty
Dandy
dandy.
man!
He's a dapper Dan man.
A black suit is absolutely dandy. People who wear black suits can be dandy mans.
He's a made man.
He's a maid?
Anyway,
The Wikipedia page for dandy has someone wearing a black suit. Well, black coat. The trousers are beige.
all of the places are open. All of the bars are open. All of the food is currently half off. And so are the inn rooms. So, where would you guys like to go?
Let's go to Tony.
He's next to the mayor. Maybe we should wait until he's done with that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we could wait.
In the meantime, y'all wanna go to the Bowling Goblin, get some ale or something?
Sure. We're not gonna have to fight anything again, are we?
No, it's just the one time. It's just the first time that they make you fight.
All right.
You can fight if you want.
I don't wanna.
I wonder how it would be like for me to get into a scrap now.
As you walk into the Bull and Goblin, the goblin is behind the bar. Ah! Fresh blood! Have you heard of our rules?
We've been here
Oh.
before.
We were here like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Impossible!
Remember-
I've never seen anyone like you in my life.
We
Remember
had one
explosion?
hell of a week.
We were the ones that exploded.
I fought a slime.
Well, let's see if you can explode twice. Can you do that?
Do that?
Can you
we just
explode twice?
explode twice?
Yeah, give me a moment.
I look above my head. Like it still says Nickit there, right?
Yes?
I was here like earlier this week.
You can change those. How do I know you're not lying?
That's an 11 for it carving. I'm gonna carve onto a gold coin.
How?
I have my knife.
What implement are you using?
My knife.
The knife.
All right, you leave a bloody carving inside the gold coin.
And then I'm going to dump all my mana into it, and it's the blast rune.
Hey, hello. Why don't we just call it even?
Oh, what? Didn't you want me to see me? Didn't you want to see an explosion?
Not
We don't
in
want
the
to have to
bar.
rebuild the building.
What did you roll?
This is a fine establishment, and I would like to
42.
not have it be rebuilt.
All right, I'm going to take care of this.
I'm just gonna sit down.
Yeah. I'm just gonna-
Serpents
I dumped all
of the
75
world.
mana into it.
Serpents of the world, those that destroy, come forth!
Come fuck.
Come forth.
I call upon thee, twin serpents, Jormungandr and Apophis! Two serpent heads appear out of nowhere, and they attack your coin. And then they disappear.
Okay. So maybe next time, don't say you want to see the explosion and then stop it. Or flip them off and then go to a table.
Alright. Well, I know what we're going to do now. He goes back to go make your food.
Dick.
Boy, oh boy, what a week.
Yep.
What a day and a half, huh? I'm
getting exhausted. I think I'm probably gonna log off once we get a room.
Same. I'm feeling ready to log off myself.
What's y'all's Discord?
I'd like to.
PM me y'all's Discord so I can make a Discord group for us.
Uh,
Sure. Sure.
You think? You think?
I'm getting my
I don't know if
deeds.
they allowed Discord where I am.
How bad could it be?
The goblin brings you all some food.
Great. How much will that be?
No, it's on the house for fine, upstanding gentlemen such as yourselves.
I'm a woman.
I think it's just the one
Yeah.
gentleman
He just
and
stares you in the eye and slowly pushes one of the plates and one of the drinks to you. Okay.
Yeah. Kind of not kosher.
wonderful. I'm just gonna pinch my nose and just mumble to myself and dragon.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Go.
Can I tell that if anything's off with the food?
Huh? What did you say?
Can I tell if anything's off with the food?
Roll perception.
32.
No, it's a D10.
Oh.
I think.
2.
Could be.
Ooh.
I guess that would be a wisdom. Yeah. There seems to be a small problem. The texture of the sauce is a little bit weird on the wings. The beer smells funny. Kind
Is
of
it anyone
sour.
else's or just Iceland's?
Oh, just Iceland's.
He either took a shit in this or poisoned it.
No,
Chug, chug.
I drink my ale.
Nicket's ale is perfectly fine.
Iceland just rubs the bridge of between her eyes. He says recreate the explosion. I go to recreate it, and now he's an asshole.
I think he was asking if you wanted to fight in the pit.
I don't think he was asking for you to dump 70 odd mana into a blast rune in the middle of his establishment.
Yeah, kind of a dick move.
He said to recreate the explosion.
Your explosion back then was 5 mana.
It was 10.
You're aggressive.
She dumped extra into it. Everyone enjoying their food?
Yeah.
What is it again? Like, I know there's like is it like just wings and the fried potato wedges?
Just wings, potatoes, beer.
Yeah, I'm shrugging. Might as well just take a bite.
Given
Yeah.
how she was eyeing her food earlier, I am very closely watching Iceland.
Yeah, the wings have like a certain weird texture. Can't really put your finger on it.
Ugh.
It vaguely reminds you of that time you played a VR game where you are a cat. That's about all you can get out of
So
it.
look, Tism's not really helping with this.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucked up. The indicator light on my keyboard for the num lock is dead.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh dang, that's fucked up.
I still don't know what Unblock does.
It's for the numpad, you stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
But
don't
what
have
does
a
it
numpad,
do?
You're not gonna have a numlock.
If you
Well-
don't have numlock on, then the numbers count as arrow keys.
Arrow
But if you have it
keys,
on-
end home, page up, page down.
Yeah.
It does nothing.
Insert
And if you-
delete.
Insert
I hate
delete.
that.
And if you turn on the numpad, then it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 dot.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hate that. Which one's Numlock?
Numlock
It says
is the one that's
this is the one that says
right above the 7.
usually
Well,
says numlock.
Don't forget that Chalkfee's keyboard doesn't have any labels on it.
Right. It's the top
It's usually-
left corner.
yeah,
of the
it's
num-
No, I
usually
found it.
It's usually the top left of the top left key of the numpad area.
Ah, yes, your top left nut.
Yeah.
You see, I have 4 testicles.
Anyway, yeah, your day goes pretty well. I mean, admittedly, Iceland's beer has a certain magical taste, but everything else is fine.
I think he's
Fed you mana.
I think he might have spiked Iceland's beer with that like snake venom.
Speaking of, can I order some of that?
No.
Oh.
You've
Here,
already
you can
proven
finish
your
mine.
worth.
You
You're
can
at the
finish
wrong
mine.
bar.
All right, I'll finish yours.
It is also the wrong. It is the wrong bar.
Oh. What? No, it was the Bull and Goblin. I took the challenge.
You took the challenge.
Yep.
It was at the other
It
one,
was,
the
it was at the fancy one where I was going to, you know, the
Assassin's
rogue
Guild.
place. Well, it was more than just assassins. There's also spies and
The Black Empire.
thieves. Yeah, thieves, spies, and assassins. And I went to the training sessions for 2 of them.
And you decided not to become an assassin. Nerd. Anyway. Yeah, Pockets, it doesn't taste too familiar. I mean, it has a certain sour taste to it. Something that you've certainly tasted in the past, but not for a very long time.
It's the je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, it's tasteless. It's got a I don't know what.
It's definitely
Maybe
something you've
Maybe he
had
still had some
before.
slime. Maybe he still had some slime from the other day.
Could be. Is this slime? Is it something I've tasted in this game?
No.
I have no idea what it would be.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's a vintage brew, aka the shittier beer from the last gen.
Pockets, would you like to roll to figure out what it is?
I don't know. I want to say maybe he jizzed in the cup, but Pockets hasn't tasted that.
There's that, and also I don't think Chalkfee's gonna have us do anything involving cum.
I'm telling you, it's most likely some kind of poison.
Nah, if it's not something I tasted in the game, it's probably something like real.
Poison's real.
I know, but my character hasn't tasted poison.
Don't forget, Donna has lived a sheltered life.
Yeah.
Well,
because
I
her
wouldn't know
mom
that,
is a
would I?
Well, her mom is a conspiracy nutcase.
Her mom grew up in the 2000s.
Her mom liked the abridged series bunch. Anyway, her mom has quoted the SCA abridged series and has scared Pockets in the past.
SAO.
SAO abridged series and has scared Pockets by
SCA?
quoting it.
The sea. She's quoting the sea, Chalkfee. She's singing.
Specifically the sea
I
whale.
said SCA,
She only
which
quotes
is
it
Society for
say
Creative
goodbye.
Anachronism.
She only quotes the sea when she says goodbye. You know, she waves.
Boo.
No, she
Boo.
quoted it. She quoted it and terrified you, like saying, "Oh well, you'd better let me out, or I'll break out, and then I'll eat that dog." Num num. Anyway,
So what is it?
huh?
What is it?
You didn't roll.
Oh,
Yeah, what does she need to roll?
yeah.
Does she need to roll a D10 or a D100? Or
Oh,
D-
D10.
Yeah. Okay.
2. Hey, that's good.
Okay.
Doesn't roll under.
You recognize what game you've tasted it in before.
This is my, I don't think I've tasted it in a game since this is my first time being in the VR.
This is her first.
This is
her
new
first
gen
full-time
VR. There's
VR
older
experience.
No, I've stated before, Donna's
No, but-
mom did not let her,
No, but there was stuff that was not full dive that existed before.
yeah, her mom would not let her in VR.
Not even like an Oculus.
Well, an Oculus, yeah, but not something that would be able to affect any senses
Well, this
other
is-
than sight.
This is pre-helmet.
Yeah,
This is probably like in the day when you would need to buy like accessories.
Yeah, no, it was like a haptic tongue thing that you could buy if you wanted to. It has a certain Waterworld taste to it. Anyway, let's get back to the rest of the game.
Yeah. Is there anyone fighting in the arena? Or is everybody out celebrating fucking big boy
Oh,
outside
yeah,
or whatever?
I want
There's
to
fighting.
fight.
Dallas wants to fight?
Yes.
do it.
There is fighting going on right now.
Let's see. Like, how big is the arena's dome?
What'd you say?
How big is the arena's dome?
Oh, it's the owner.
No, the dome.
How big is it?
The what?
The
The
dome.
dome.
He wants to
big
know
is
how
it?
tall he can be.
What dome?
The arena.
There is no dome.
It's a pit to the side of the bar.
This
What
is
I
a
meant is
warehouse.
that's fucked up.
Just questioning about the arena, me mistakenly thinking it had a dome in it to protect its civilians from like casualties.
And did we figure out what the drink was?
Oh, it's piss.
Oh, Silver did figure it out, yeah.
It's piss.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully.
It's goblin pee.
Oh,
Yeah, no, my character would not have known that.
I was making a Waterworld joke.
I thought you were doing a golden wind joke.
No,
With
then
Kevin
it would be
Costner?
tea. It would be tea. No,
In
Dude,
Waterworld?
Golden Wind.
I didn't fucking want you know my stance on JoJo.
No, I didn't mean you. I meant
No, I mean
meant for Chalkford.
Sharkfy.
Yeah,
You-
I meant for Chalkford.
You
I've
know
seen
I
you,
don't.
Megan Ross.
I've never seen JoJo. I don't care about that
wasn't meant for
bisexual
you.
vampire.
Oh,
The beer wasn't meant for you, Pockets.
no, I mean. Okay,
Hmm.
I'm confused. What do you mean by? Do you mean Waterworld with Kevin Costner?
The
Yes.
movie, yeah.
Okay,
'Cause it's all about-
I said that, and then someone was like, "No, JoJo."
Dallas said
Yeah.
Golden Wind.
God damn it! See, that's where the miscommunication was.
Golden Wind.
I
aka
was-
JoJo
I
Part
was-
6.
I was saying to Dallas, I will never make a reference to JoJo's because I have not watched it because I can't get past how boring the bisexual vampire is in the first season. It's
Yeah,
just-
Dio fucking
It's just
sucks.
really boring.
Ugh.
I'm sure he's more interesting later, but that first season is just so boring. I can't get through past like 3 episodes.
Just skip
Skip
to
it.
part 2.
Yeah,
I don't
part two,
like
the
skipping
filler men are
things.
the best.
Makes me
Listen,
uncomfortable skipping stuff.
Well, listen. Literally the only thing that comes up from part 1 is Dio later and Hamon, which gets dropped at the end of part 1 or part 2.
Anyway.
Part 3, actually, part 3.
It only shows up once in part 3.
Anyway, yes, I was making a Waterworld the movie joke. It
Yeah.
wasn't a good joke. I'm sorry. Anyway.
No, that's fine. Your Waterworld reference is good. Okay, I was just confused because when I asked for clarification, someone clarified something completely different, which caused me to
Dallas.
be... Yeah, Dallas clarified something completely different, which
Just 'cause
confused me.
Just remember
The
that, like,
Golden Winds
Yeah, no, I know the fucking piss. I
piss
fucking...
teacup.
Yeah, and he like turns his tooth into a fucking jellyfish or some shit. I've seen it.
Yeah, to absorb the water. with
It's
his teeth.
stupid.
Of course it's stupid. It's anime. It's manga. It's a shonen jump. It's a shonen jump thing.
Hunter x Hunter's
Anyway.
pretty cool. Anyway. The
There's
guy
fighting
is
in the
fighting. Owner. The Minotaur is currently fighting in the pit.
What's he fighting?
That's nice.
You really want to know?
Yeah.
I asked, didn't I?
Oh, he's fighting.
Tony.
No.
Good.
No, Tony's outside with the mayor.
No, he's fighting a fucking Hydra.
Oh,
goddamn.
okay.
That's fine.
Where the
You know, one of the ancient races.
where the fuck did they get a Hydra?
Fuck if I know.
Like I can get where they get like slimes are like low level. You could probably go out in the forest and find a slime. Where the fuck did they get a Hydra?
Well, we have to kill it every once in a while, but it always comes back.
So has it just like been there?
Yeah.
Does it get
Uh,
more heads as you cut off the heads, or does like you cut off? Does a new Hydra come from a head?
I have to trim it every once in a while, or it gets too strong.
Oh man, I just saw the best monster ever. A hydrangea. It's a plant. That's a hydra. You gotta constantly prune it.
Hydrangea.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hydrangea.
hydrangea.
Brain.
It's a Hydrangea Hydra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
neither of those say the long A sound. So it wouldn't be
Hydra?
hydrangea.
Yeah, hydrangea.
Anyway,
Hydra mixed with hydrangea.
Hydra.
So you
I don't-
emphasize the hydra part.
Anyway.
Like an hour into we're an hour in, and all we've done is drink pee.
He says he's gonna be a long time. No one else can use the pit. It's closed for maintenance. This is maintenance.
We're an hour into the session, and the only thing we've done is eat cat food and drink piss.
You ate cat food?
What cat food?
It
Well,
was
you
the
said
wings.
you said the wings reminded Iceland of a time that she played a cat game.
Yes. I didn't say it was anything like cat food.
Well, whatever it was.
It has hair in it.
Huh.
Like I said, weird texture.
Vomit.
He's fine. She's a knoll. She can eat whatever. Gnolls can eat
Mm.
anything.
Mm-hmm.
And kobolds eat anything.
Kobolds can eat a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
see.
things. But
I'm
you're
gonna see if there's any pebbles on the floor. I wanna see if I can eat a pebble.
you're not a kobold anymore though.
Yeah, I'm a kobold that's made of lava and molten metal and angels.
By the way, have you been using your skill?
Which one?
Your
Dragon
passive.
step?
Yeah, have you been using your passive?
Only a little bit. Probably just like, probably not even
It
realizing it. Just
it
over like
normally
dips in the
because
road.
normally keeps you about an inch off the ground because you're not supposed to touch the ground because you are of the heavens. That's
And
what
it's
it says
probably
in its description.
yeah, yeah. You are a long dragon, a life between heaven and earth, and you no longer have to walk on the earth. Walk on air and jump higher. Height equal to your jump height.
Jake Long. Why did I never get that his last name is just Dragon? Man, I'm
Who,
stupid.
Jake Long?
Yeah.
Does long just mean dragon in Chinese?
Yeah.
That's why the dragon in Dragon Ball
It's
Z
it's
is
it's
Shenlong.
sometimes westernized as lung rather than long, but it depends on who you ask.
Well, that explains why you've called me a long dragon. I just assumed it was because I became a noodle.
I mean, that is the joke that a lot of westerners like to make about noodle dragons. They're long. Like
I
scraps.
just had a realization. I know we call them noodle dragons because they are like a big spaghetti. But maybe also not the best name to use for an Asian dragon.
Yeah, I never really thought about that either.
Anyway.
Broke chalk tree.
We've just been kind of accidentally racist for a while. We're gonna
Anyway.
have to tell Scraps he can't be a noodle anymore.
Technically,
It's too white.
Draconequi isn't a Asian dragon. It is just lightly inspired by that, but it's more closely related to a monster from the Xanth series, which people at home don't look that up or do. I don't care. I'm not your mom. Anyway.
Well, it's in My Little Pony. It can't be that bad.
Xanth is weird. It's different. It doesn't actually. It's not called a Draconicus there. I just always assumed that was a partial inspiration for him. Draconicus is just a made-up word for My Little Pony.
Yeah, it
It's a
means
pretty good
dragon
word,
horse.
though. It is a pretty good word, though. It means
It
dragon
is.
horse. Yeah. You're right.
Oh.
Do you have anything else you want to do before logging out? I mean,
Not really.
No.
do you guys want to get a room before you log out?
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah,
Are you
that's a
gonna
good
rent?
idea.
Are you gonna rent together or separately?
I mean, I'll rent with Nickit.
Ison, you want to
Okay.
rent with me? Iceland?
Huh? Yeah,
Yeah.
I said yes to a room.
With me? Okay.
Pockets and I are grooming.
Rooming.
That might be a new term for the future.
Anyway, they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Ah. Yeah, so you guys log out. Well,
Most of
Iceland
us.
logs out. And then Dallas logs out. And then
Mhm.
finally, Pockets logs out. And Nickit doesn't.
Nickit rests on the provided bed and brings up YouTube.
Now, about 5 minutes after you log out, as you're eating real food, brushing your teeth, doing normal stuff you gotta do before passing out after a really, really long gaming session. It's been more than 12 hours. It's, I think, been 18. No, I think it's been another 12 hours. I think you've done like 24 hours within the game with that 6-hour break in between earlier. So it's been a while. You need your rest. You need your sleepies. So you get ready. You eat. You go to the bathroom, which probably have to do because you've been in bed for 12 hours. And you do your stuff. You feel strangely tired, not just mentally, but physically as well. Something has
Uh,
tired your entire bodies out to a degree you just don't understand.
Not just lethargy from like having our bodies not move for 24 hours, basically. Mm.
You're sore, not because you haven't been moving. It feels different. It feels, if any of you were to understand, it would feel like having gone to the gym, which most of your characters not super familiar with.
Oh, that sort of thing. Gotcha.
I
And you
think
get
I
a
know
short
why.
little message. Do you check the message that appears on your tablet device, computer,
Sure.
smartwatch?
Sure. Let's read the notification.
PlastikOS servers have gone down. Be ready
Uh-oh.
for day one updates.
Hell yeah.
Please return tomorrow.
Wait.
I
Send.
think I know why they're so physically worn out.
Do the stats translate to real life?
That's not my
Right.
assumption. My assumption is while you're unconscious inside the video game, the helmet makes your body basically do a bunch of tiny little micro movements so that you don't get atrophy from lying in bed for 3 hours
Makes sense.
or 12 hours and then
Or
getting up to eat and then lie down again.
Nick it.
Yeah.
You
My friends log
stare
out.
off into the
I
distance.
start watching YouTube and
It's a while. 15 minutes, maybe even half an hour. Just
20,
lying
20, 30
there,
minutes,
just
somewhere
having
there.
some fun. Finding it really uncomfortable that you don't have a body pillow big enough for your gigantic body. You are the body pillow now. I
Damn.
feel like a noodle would need a body pillow. It just kind of... Patch. Anyway. And you feel... rumbling. You see a message. All users need to be logged out. 5 minutes. 4 minutes. 3, 2, 1. You can't do anything. You can't log out. Stare at the message. Error. Log out impossible. Defragmentation, reformatting in process. And the world goes black. But Nickit, there's a small problem. Something worse than the worst horror stories you've ever heard of possibilities in VR. The worst things you've heard from anime and TV and all these other sources. They pale to one thing. Your consciousness is not gone. You don't feel anything. You don't see anything. You can't hear, you can't taste or touch. Or smell or anything. But suddenly, all sensation, every sensation is cut off, leaving you in blackness, darkness, sensationless darkness, quiet, tasteless, smellless. Until your brain starts to fill in the gaps. First, your vision. What was just a blackness, it becomes worse. No longer do you see blackness. That is something that you can actually see. No, your brain just expects to see something. So it fills it in with random white noise. Your vision becomes static. An absence of everything, while also being everything. Red lines, white specks. Like the feeling of rubbing your eyes. Next comes hearing. If you've ever had tinnitus, you know what it's like to randomly start hearing a sound simply because your brain expects something, some decibel to happen from that part of your ear. But it's everything. Your brain is expecting sounds, and it puts them together from pure sensation. You hear the sounds that you expect. At first, it's just piercing, terrible, terrible noise you can't block out, noise there's no way to cover, noise in your head. But then it becomes fuzzy, it becomes like radio static, and then your brain tricks you and you think that you can almost hear voices in the static. The sound of something just away, something not quite human, something not quite there, something not quite words. Soon enough, touch begins to also follow. Sure, you've felt what it's like before when you've had limbs fall asleep. If you've cut their circulation, their nerves as they suddenly reawaken, trying to find sensation, you feel that. At first, it just feels like your limbs have fallen asleep. Your torso, your head, it's just normal. But then it diffuses, and you realize slowly that your brain is forgetting what it means to be shaped like a human. You don't feel your body. You just feel shapeless sensation, shapeless feeling around you. Taste, smell, they come in. You can't tell what they are. Just a formless, faceless sensation going through you. Just like static. Like drinking a cup of seltzer without the aftertaste. Like licking a battery or a television. Just, it feels like there's taste, but you can't tell what it is. And suddenly, and without warning, one thing becomes clear. The beating of your heart. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. But uh, and that's where we're gonna cut it off for tonight. Thank you everybody for listening to PlastikOS Online. I've been your host, Chalk V Bunny. There's other stuff on the channel, including another live play D&D.
Yeah, it's mine. World at the Pier. Definitely go check it out. The players are on an island run by a necromancer.
Pretty cool. Anything else you want to say, Silver? What are the other
Yes.
things that need to be pitched today?
Well, by the time this goes up, the finale of Paper Mario 64 should be up, and also stay tuned tomorrow for the finale of Banjo-Kazooie. And then next week, Scraps and I are going to be starting 2 whole new series, which are going to be a surprise. One of which I'm super
Yay.
excited for, and the other I'm not so excited for. So definitely keep an eye out for that.
I'm excited.
I know you're excited.
Kingdom Hearts.
Fuck off.
He'd never play that. You know it.
Unless you hit 1,000 subs.
Anywho,
I've been promoting you guys on my channel.
that was you. You dick. I will kill you.
No.
What, did we get a surge? Did we get a surge?
We got like 3 people.
That's a surge for
That
us.
actually might have been me.
That's a surge
Anyway,
for us.
Yeah.
for your final question of the day. What are your theories about what happened?
Anyone seen Overlord?
I have.
That.
I'm also thinking it's similar to that or Digital Circus. Like, that's a type of terrifying implication.
What was the question?
What are your theories about what just...
Theories of what's going
I'm
on
not
with
allowed to
Nick and-
respond. I'm under terms of an NDA.
Pockets?
Well, you
Yeah,
think
I had
she's
a
gonna
feeling
do
Do you have
something
anything
we
you want to say?
don't know? Huh?
Pockets, you have anything you want to say?
Oh, I know what happened. I'm not at liberty
Well,
to say.
thank you everybody for listening. And goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Mhm.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.